nations that French is used for communication. So if you're traveling to any of these countries whatsoever for tourism, for business, I know that definitely learning French will help you. The growing opportunities in France and the French speaking regions are in terms of universities and education that is offered in these countries. And France is very well known for its hotel and food industry. Fashion is another strong point of France, and we are also aware of the defense equipment which comes from France. So these are the major France exports. Other than that, look at the imports. So if you want to do business with this country and the other French-speaking countries, will be called as Francophone countries. These are the countries which are not, which is not France, but they use French as a language of communication. So here you can look at these facts that France and the French-speaking nations could look at importing IT services, medicines, motor and vehicle accessories, crude and petroleum, textile and clothing, and electricity. These are just a few of the imports. It's a larger brand, but we've just focused on the top 5, top 6 of those. And hence, I sometimes I just take it for granted that yes, knowing French is very important, but I do come across even head of businesses asking me, is it really important to learn French? Why isn't that the French learn English and speak to us? Why is it that we need to learn French and speak to them? So yes, they do have a point there. Why is it necessary that you learn another language to communicate? But I always believe that learning another language is actually breaking down barriers of communication and eventually building up of relation. Because when you're learning a language, you're actually integrating with the culture, with the traditions, and you become more aware of the behavior pattern as well. There's a small video that I came across on YouTube, and I just want you to observe it to understand how difficult it is for the French to communicate in English, as we find it difficult to communicate with someone in a language that is foreign to us. Just tell me if you're not able to hear the sound.
Say hello to start.
Hello.
I didn't understand your response.
Allô.
Please say hello to start.
Hello.
I'm sorry, sir. I can't understand you. Could you please repeat your response?
Hello.
I'm still waiting for your response. Please say hello to start.
Hello. Allô. Hello. Hola.
Calling iRabbit International Help Desk for assistance.
Hello, sir. Thank you for purchasing the iRabbit, your own personal digital animal. Raj at your service, sir. Before I can help you out, could you please spell your name for me, sir?
T. H. I. E.
Is that an O, sir?
Yes. E. R. One more R. Y.
That is not a letter, sir.
Yes, the letter Y.
Can I just call you Greg, sir?
I'm Thierry. Thierry.
Bien sûr, monsieur. How can I help you today, Mr. Greg?
I tried to start my iRabbit, it doesn't work. I'm very tired and hungry.
Sir, if you're hungry, I can call you back after lunch.
No, wait! I shake the rabbit, it doesn't function.
Sir, please do not shake your iRabbit. Press the tail to start.
I tried, it never works. I hate the rabbit.
Sir, your 1-year limited guarantee doesn't cover chewing or biting the device.
No, I hate the rabbit.
Heating can cause fire in your house, sir.
No, I hate the rabbit.
I understand that you're a non-vegetarian, Mr. Greg, but I would personally advise you to not eat the equipment, sir.
Can I talk to your chef, please?
I'm calling from iRabbit International Help Desk. It's not a restaurant, sir.
The restaurant. I would like to talk to your chief.
We are based in a developed country here. We don't have any chiefs or tribes now.
But I paid a lot of money. It is not cheap.
Exactly, sir. It's a rabbit, not a sheep.
I mean, it is not cheap.
It's a rabbit, not a ship.
It's not cheap.
It does have an electronic chip inside.
Please, focus on my problem.
Don't quite understand you, sir.
Please focus.
I beg your pardon?
Please focus on the rabbit.
I'm sorry, sir. I can't accept that kind of language. Thank you for purchasing the iRabbit, your personal digital animal.
Just give me a moment. Give me a moment.
That was absolutely hilarious.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Just a moment. Yeah. So, what did you observe? What was the problem? The communication gap essentially happened because of certain pronunciation, certain understanding and misunderstandings that take place. For example, in French, though we have all the alphabets that are there in the English vocabulary, so we have A to Z, but the alphabet H is silent. It's never pronounced. So instead of saying a hello, he couldn't pronounce the h, so he tried the allo, the yellow, the ola, and it wouldn't work. And likewise, the alphabet Y is pronounced as Y. So when he tried to say that it's Thierry with the Y, the call center executive was not aware of this and he misunderstood and he thought it's Greg. So he changed the name from Thierry to Greg. So that was another huge blunder that happened. And it's all because both the parties were not aware of the nuances of each other's language. So, and then you had these funny miscommunication spells where one said, I hate, you wanted to say, I hate the rabbit. And he said, I ate the rabbit, I eat the rabbit. Likewise, there is this pronunciation for CH. In French, we pronounce it as sh, whereas in English, we say ch. So he wanted to say chip and he ended up saying ship and sheep. So these were the small things which caused a goof up in communication. Also, the word chef, as we understand it, because we normally think of chef as a head cook. But the way the French look at it, chef is the boss of the organization. So then Thierry tries to translate it and he tries to say the chief of your organization. And again, the call center executive, he misunderstands and he thinks it's chief of the tribe and things like that. So it eventually, you know, how the tension built up and a simple word like focus got misunderstood and he thought he was abusing and things. So that's the reason why basically if we understand certain nuances of a language, it will help us to communicate better. So in this clip, when I watch, I always feel if you had a call center executive who was more sensitive, who was aware of these things, then this kind of goof up would probably not have happened. So having said that, we need to also be aware of the cognates and the false cognates. See, all the languages which are originating from Latin, all the European languages, they have certain words which are very similar to each other because the origins is Latin. So you would, by and large, you would understand certain words because they look very familiar to the words you use in English. So for example, the word for actor is actor, and you can relate to it. Such words are called as cognates, whereas some words are false cognates. They appear to be similar to another language. So in this case, we are comparing French and English. So certain words appear to be similar to the English word, but they are not. For example, the word profitable. Profitable means enjoyable. This is a word which is very often used in France. So if you go to France, you find a French-speaking colleague who also speaks English, and you happen to ask him, how was your weekend? In all probability, he will answer, it was profitable. And when he says it was profitable, it has nothing to do with money. It means it was an enjoyable weekend. So then what is profitable? That's the next question I'm always asked. The word for profitable is rentable. Rentable is profitable. It deals with money. You make money in rentable. So it's again nothing to do with renting out. So these are some of the cognates. If you're aware of these, then you will not misunderstand someone or not miscommunicate when you're speaking to another person speaking in French, probably. A few I have listed out here, which are the most commonly encountered ones. Attendre. Attendre has nothing to do with attention. It means wait. So you're speaking and, person doesn't understand, wants you to wait. So you might say, attendre, attendre, wait, I want to ask you something. And blesser is a 180-degree cognate, because blesser in English is to bless and blesser in French is to hurt someone. So that's one thing. When I was in France, I heard a person at the counter saying, "Je n'ai pas la monnaie. I don't have money." So when he said, "I don't have money," and then he removed his card and he handed it over. So that's where I realized he wasn't talking about not having money, but he was talking about not having change to pay, and hence he wanted to pay with a card. And another very frequently misunderstood word is bonjourné. Journée in French means day. So they say, have a good day, bonjourné. And it has nothing to do with journey. Okay. So bonjourné, have a nice day. I hope that helps a little. So what are the words you can use when you're in France? Well, you can use salut, which means hi, bonjour, which means hello. And the French are very finicky about salut, bonjour, in the sense that it's about formal and informal. Salut is the informal one and bonjour is the formal word. So if I'm meeting a stranger, I still wish him bonjour. So a perfect stranger on the road, at the lift, at the reception desk might wish you bonjour, and you're expected to say a bonjour back. So it's a formal way of greeting people. I know that in English, we don't just wish a hi or a hello to a stranger, but in France, you end up doing that, and it's perfectly fine to do that. And you would say salut to someone you know, and you're on informal basis. But the bonjour is the word which will work across France. And bonjour can be wished throughout the day as long as there is daylight. And likewise for salut, but just that salut, you need to know a person before you start using a salut. A typical French conversation can go like this. And the easiest one is ça va, ça va. Ça va is a conversation by itself in an informal way. So you ask me, how are you? You say, ça va. And I say, I'm fine. And I say, ça va. And in turn, I ask you, ça va? And you say, ça va. So ça va forms a complete conversation where you ask, how are you? I'm fine. And you, I'm fine. All right. But on the formal note, when you meet someone, a perfect stranger, or probably you're talking to your client for the first time or your boss, You wouldn't go with the ça va because it's too casual. You would say bonjour. Bonjour. Comment allez-vous? Comment allez-vous? You can also say it at your end and practice just to get a hang of it. Comment allez-vous? How are you? And if someone says comment allez-vous, you can say je vais bien. Je vais bien. I am fine. Et vous? And you? And you? Okay? And the person might say je vais bien. Merci. Je vais bien. Merci. So, je vais bien is the formal way of saying I am fine. In fact, it is the structurally, grammatically correct way of saying I'm fine, whereas ça va is the shortcut way of saying I'm fine. Tu and vous is for you. In English, regardless of formal or informal, we say you. Whereas in French, on an informal note, I might call my colleague tu. Okay, and on a formal note, I need to address my boss as a vous. So always, someone as a client, a perfect stranger, you will address him or her as vous. And your colleagues, you will refer to them as tu. Here, there is another cultural aspect to it. If your boss tells you that you needn't call me vous, you can refer to me as tu, it means he's breaking down a barrier between you. It means he wants to be on friendly terms with you. So it's actually a kind of open arms and welcoming you into his close circle. So someone tells you, hey, call me tu, it means he's accepted you as a friend. So that is an indicator of friendship, of the fact that probably you could grow, you could have a better relationship, could be working also, but someone considers you on a more friendly note and doesn't want to keep distance with you. Also, someone offers you help, or you take a cafe and you can wish the person giving you the aid as merci or merci beaucoup, thanks, thanks a lot. And someone wishes you merci, you can say that's nothing, de rien, nothing. Okay, so merci for thank you, merci beaucoup for thank you very much, and de rien, that's nothing. That's nothing. There is a formal way that the French have of speaking with strangers. So at the reception desk, often I came across, instead of a merci, they would say, je vous remercie. Je vous remercie, I thank you. And in return, I say, je vous en prie. Je vous en prie is a very noble phrase, I feel. I pray to you, don't thank me. Okay, so though this seems very formal, you come across this wherever you go in France. Either you come across a merci de rien, or je vous en prie, je vous remercie, je vous en prie. Another golden word for you is s'il vous plaît or s'il vous plaît. S'il vous plaît or s'il vous plaît, which means please. So you want anything, a café, des croissants, du gâteau, and you say s'il vous plaît, please, and that softens any of your requests for you. So a croissant, s'il vous plaît, and you want someone to repeat because the person has been speaking too fast, you say répétez s'il vous plaît, répétez s'il vous plaît. A café, at a restaurant, at a cafe, you can say a café s'il vous plaît. If you've been at the wrong end and you made a mistake, you can say pardonne-moi, s'il vous plaît. Excuse me, please. Pardonnez-moi. So pardonner is a cognate because it's very similar to pardon me, please. And certain words of appreciation, certain phrases. Even a simple thing like you're having a lunch or dinner at the restaurant. And if you go to the smaller villages, you will have the chef himself coming to your table and asking you, how was the meal? You can say, c'est super, c'est fantastique, C'est incroyable. And that will make his day. Super is again a cognate, super. Fantastic, fantastic. Incroyable, incredible, awesome. C'est incroyable. So
Hi,
these are
Shilpa.
few. Yes,
Yeah,
Dan?
yeah. So I would like to know if, suppose if someone is new and he wants to talk in French just because of he has some important work and it's only done in the French language itself. So is there any common words which he can use to just make the work done? Because sometimes we, if we don't explore the depth of the words, and just we need some common words, and if we can use such words to make our work done, so is there are there any words which we can use?
Like you're done with the work, you want to say that?
Yeah. Suppose like there is some official work related to my forms and formalities related to any passport facilities or any official formalities, and if I don't know the French completely, but I just know some few words which that I can use to make the work done, that the work can be complete with the help of those such common words.
Yeah, so the words that you can use, like, first of all, greetings, bonjour, and then you say ça va, super. And
Yeah.
then you want to express something, you express it in English, provided he also knows some bit of English. And then you say that, then he asks you, how was it? And you say, c'est super, c'est bon. These are some things which will help you. Okay. Other than that, you want to really communicate, then what we do is we have customized training which talks to you, trains you for the purpose that you are going. So I had this group of bank officials going across, and so the banking transactions, and also we focused on complete transactional vocabulary. Also in Madagascar, I had a client, they were developing some IT apps for that particular city. And so we trained them to talk about their apps, etc., in French. So it was completely customized to the kind of services that they would be offering, so that they could get through with it, because we know that there no one speaks English and it's all dependent on French. So that is the way we looked at it, and we had some ground meetings online so that they got familiar with the client, etc. So it'll have to be customized. But words like bonjour, merci, s'il vous plaît, these you can use in public places or anyone you meet, even for the first time.
Customization is very helpful, and it's a great to know that your customization facility is available, because sometimes
Yes.
customers need such kind of services.
Yes, absolutely. I understand that. Yeah, that's the reason why we have corporate trainings in French.
Yeah. Great. Thank you.
Okay, and I'm just bringing it to a close on this note that I meet a French colleague for the first time. I don't have much to speak about, so I just say, bonjour, je m'appelle Shilpa. Hi, my name is Shilpa. Et vous and you? Because see, he's a stranger, so I'm going to use vous and not a tu. So the person might say, bonjour, je m'appelle Roche. And I say, enchanté Roche. Enchanté is pleased to meet. So I shake my hands and I say, enchanté Roche or enchanté Roche, enchanté Shilpa. And then bye. Au revoir Shilpa, au revoir Roche. So a small, short and sweet conversation for a first time introduction. Yeah, there was this very funny clip. I want to end on this note. Again, here you have Steve Martin playing the role of a French detective in Pink Panther, if you have seen this. So here is how a French person undergoing the training faces some problem. Just a small tidbit of this video I'd like to share.
I would like to buy a hamburger.
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 No. Let's break it down. I
I
would
would Weird.
Would.
Weird.
Would.
Weird.
Like.
Like.
To.
Toi.
To.
Toi.
To.
Toi.
Buy.
Be.
Buy.
Be.
Buy.
Be.
A.
A.
Hamburger.
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 Again, here the problem is the H, because the H is not pronounced, so he ends up saying hamburger. And yeah, so this is one of the videos I normally show in my training, just to make people aware that even learning English is not an easy task for the French at all. In fact, I feel it's easier for us to learn French than to let them learn English. So
Hamburger.
Hamburger.
Ham. Bur.
Burger.
Ger. I would like to buy a hamburger.
I would like to buy a hamburger.
It's not hamburger. Hamburger.
I'm not saying dimburger. I said I would like to buy a hamburger.
I would like to buy a hamburger.
I would like to buy the hamburger.
Hamburger.
I would like to buy a hamburger.
Maybe we should stop.
We don't quit. We do not quit. Again.
I would like to buy a hamburger.
I would like to buy a hamburger.
I would like to buy a hamburger.
I would like to buy the burger.
I would like to buy a hamburger.
I would like to buy a hamburger.
I would like to buy a hamburger.
I would like to buy.
just, yeah. So basically the issue that they face, just a moment. Okay, sorry for that hitch. Give me a moment. Really sorry for that hitch. Okay, so that brings me to the end of my presentation. And so quickly, like I said, to summarize the points, France is a growing economy, and we have 29 plus countries which speak French other than France, and the opportunities are endless. So the difference between pronunciations can cause a havoc, and definitely we can look to avoid it. When we learn French, we need to be aware of the false cognates so that we don't mess up our situation, and certain keywords that we learned like bonjour and merci and s'il vous plaît, that can definitely pave a way for us when we are in this foreign country. The formal and the informal usage of tu and the vous, and showing appreciation through say super, say fantastic, and say incroyable. So I bring this session to an end. I hope you learned and that you enjoyed this session. Thank you so much, all of you.
Thank you so much, Shilpa, for bringing that information in this platform. So definitely communication is a key player in terms of reaching out to different cultures and also into growing business process. Well, now we are open for like the questions or sharing insights. So anyone who has insights or questions with them, please feel free to put it in chat or open your mic so we can acknowledge. So I guess there is none for now, but definitely we have your contact information that was flashed on the screen. So any offline communication would like to collaborate or do with the another session with Shilpa, definitely please feel free to reach out to her with those contact information, or you can reach out to us, the Let Us Talk It team, to give you her details. All right. So next up for today, and yeah, again, Shilpa, thank you so much. And for the next topic, we have personal branding over LinkedIn. Now, this is really trending. Like branding is everywhere. Like businesses use it to leverage, definitely, and it's just how you use it makes the difference. So personal branding is important nowadays. You don't need to tell about yourself again and again once you create your own brand. That's definitely the thing. So we have here to talk on this topic, Siddhant Garg, which is a content creator. So a former credit analyst at Barclays and S&P Global, turned into a content creator, currently working with various brands and senior people of the corporate to create their personal brands, as well as creating brand awareness and help people, brands, and startups with amazing content. So here to deliver the topic for us, Siddhant, take over.
Thank you, Phil. Thank you for bringing me here. And I would like to say thanks to everyone who are there to listen me. Yeah, so as you said that, yeah, personal branding is very important nowadays, because we see that today there are like lot of audience available across the world, and if we want to reach to the audience, so we need we need some personal presence over social media platforms, where we can connect with the people, connect with the senior management, connect with the corporates people, so that we can talk about our product and services. So personal branding is something that helps us to showcase our skills, our product, our knowledge, our opinion, or our product and services. So you can see everywhere that everyone is creating their personal brand, even whether they are political leaders or corporate leaders, CEOs, and everyone. So they are trying to create their personal brand through social media platforms like Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, so that they can reach to the audience, where they can talk about their things, whatever they have experience acquired during their corporates, during their journey in the life. So uh, personal branding is something which helps to tell about the person, tell about the personality of someone, so he or she does not explain again and again to someone that here I am do something, and I provide such services. So if we create the personal brand, so we don't need further to tell about ourselves to anyone. So people like if I talk about the Prime Minister of India, so he is very good in personal branding. As you can see, he is available on every platform over the social media life, whether it is Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. So he always keep in touch with the people across the nation, so that he can deliver each and everything, whatever he would like to discuss with the audience, with the citizens of the nation. And like him, every top leader or every political leader of any organizations always in touch with the audience. As you can see, Elon Musk is very active over the Twitter. So he always come up with like exciting tweets, we can say attracting tweets, and grab the attention of the lot of audience. So somewhere he's created his personal brand, where people get to know about himself, like what he do and what are the experience or what he has created over the period of time. So this is what personal branding is known as. And the question raised that how we can create the personal brand. So there are ways to create the personal brand. So we can discuss our experiences over the social media in the form of video, in the form of blogs, articles, or quotes, so that people can start reaching us, and people can start reading our blogs, start watching our videos. So somewhere it helps to get the attention of the audience, and they started liking, knowing about us. Yes, this is someone who is creating some kind of content which helps in our life. So this is how we can create the content over the social media with uh, any platform, whether it is a LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. So we can create the content everywhere, and content creation helps lot in creating the personal brand. So if I talk about my journey, so I started writing over the LinkedIn 2 years back. So I used to write regarding the stock market, investments, and how we can make investments, and opportunities, career. Now when I see that yes, people are responding, people are liking my content, so I thought that I should come up with more good quality of content, and so that I can provide some help to them. So somewhere they started reaching me that Siddhant, we need this kind of help. Can you guide us? Can you help us in something? So this is how I started creating the content over the LinkedIn, and now I reach so far over the LinkedIn, and brands also reaches, senior peoples of the corporates reaches. So this is how we can create the personal brand. When people is starting knowing you, you don't need to put your resume everywhere. If your social media profile is something that explains everything about you, whatever the experience you have acquired over the period of time, what is currently you are doing, so it's all explains to the audience, your, we can say, your prospective audience, so that people will not be empty when they reach to you. So they will already know something about you. Yes, he's doing something, and if we want help in this particular domain or field, so he can help us. So this is how personal brand works nowadays. I saw that senior people of corporates like CEOs, director, VPs are creating their personal brand. They started sharing their quotes or their experience in the form of blogs, articles, videos, reels. So somewhere they also learned about that yes, personal branding is very very important nowadays if we want to reach to max audience across the world, across the nation. So this is how personal branding works. And personal branding creates lot of opportunities in our life. Suppose if you have good attention of the audience, and your reach is good, so brands, startup, companies reaching to you to share their to create the awareness about their product and services. They will come to you that please please do collaboration with us. Your reach is good, you can we can do collaboration. And definitely it creates the earning opportunities as well, because your personal branding can be monetized, and then brands will start doing collaboration with you. They will pay you for those collaborations. So somewhere it will help you to create the multiple income streams, which somewhere helps to get the financial freedom. And of course you can share any kind of content which is your area of interest. Suppose you like to write about stock market, you can definitely share your experience, share the tips about the stock market, share the things which happens in the stock market. definitely those people who are interested in the stock market, they will reach to you, they will read your post, and they will watch your blogs or anything. And if you talks about the career education, so definitely you can talk about the careers which are in trending, which industry demands, the skill sets, knowledge which industry demands. And as Shilpa said, that communication is very important, and we should know multiple languages so that we do not face any issue while if we get any on-site opportunity. Suppose if we get opportunity in France, so definitely we should know the language. That should not be a entry barrier. So somewhere you can talk about the languages, you can how it helps and how it creates the career opportunities in your career. So this is how we can discuss about such topics while creating the content. So when your content start reaching to more and more people, so they will definitely know about you. Yes, he or she shared or some content on consistent basis, and definitely it helps us, uh, and it will helpful in our future. So we should definitely create the content, because today the content creation economy is growing very fast, and if we start creating any kind of content, definitely it will helpful to create our personal brand. And when our personal brands start creating, then we should we should talk about more and more trending topics, so that more people can know about the trending things. And when your audience start follow you, so they know about the things, because they will know that yes, we always get some insights, and we get always relevant information from this profile, from this page, and it always helps. As you can see today, there are a lot of finance creators over the Instagram. They share reels, and they talks about financial freedom, they talks about investments, they talks about insurances. So such kind of content they are creating, and the content creation is very exciting journey, and it helps a lot in personal branding. So I think this is the best way to create the personal branding as per my experience, because I saw that people are, especially the young generation, the generation between 25 to 35, they are creating the content lot, because they know that yes, that future is content creation, and everyone needs content, whether it is related to video form, or it is related to any blog or articles. Everyone needs content, because content is something that reach to max audience. So somewhere I think content helps you to make more visible in front of the audience. So you can share any content. It can be related to your area of expertise, whether it is your whether you are expert in any career counseling, or any investment advisory, or something else. So I think this is the best way to create the personal brand.
And Siddhant,
Yeah,
well, you mentioned regarding working with startups. Can you mention few startups that you have helped, and where are they, like where they are now?
sure. So I worked with like early age startups. So there is one startup name as Sibroom. So they deals in homestays. They provide homestays to the tourists in like hilly areas. So I created the content for them. I shared their product and services over my profiles, as so that more people can get to know about their services, what kind of services they offer. Apart from SIB rooms, I worked with a London-based startup that is Romantic. So Romantic deals in like ancient products. So the products which made by the tribal people. So tribal people basically from the MP region. So they manufacture the products with the metal and something. So and like they export to the Europe their products, and like people can buy those products through the online with the company's website, that is Romantic. So this is what I did, like I created the content for them as well. Currently I am working with CFI Education, so they deals in providing the courses, so courses in related to the investment banking. So I create the content related to creating the awareness of the courses, like as a student can get to know about the courses, so that can helpful to become a good financial modeling expert or investment banking analyst. So they can go through those courses, they can explore those courses. So I usually share their product and services through my platform. Through I also handling their company's page as well. And also I worked with senior people. So there's two clients. So I handle their LinkedIn profile. I create the content so that I can share the content to their profile. So they can create their personal brand, because as they are busy in their daily work or their jobs, so they don't find time to create the content as of now. So so I create the content for their profile so that they can post those content from their profile. So currently I'm working with 4 to 5 clients and creating the content on daily basis.
Wow, thank you. Thank you for sharing that. And
Yeah.
just a question though, like, was there a time that you had to take over a content creating process and you were able to like make it better, like something like make the company create improvements out of that process?
Yeah, I can see that the when I create the content for the companies which I have worked in earlier, so their followers also started increasing as people get to know about their services, products. So I saw their growth, and they also saw that yes, page is increasing, the page is growing, and also my own profile also started growing when I because I share the content on daily basis, minimum once in a day. So I daily share the content. So somewhere it helps to grow, whether it is a individual profile or any company's page. So it always helps to grow, because when you share the content on daily basis, so somewhere it helps someone in the world that which can be very fruitful, or we can say beneficial for someone. So it's the matter of consistency as well. So if we are sharing the content, so definitely it will grow, because more people will share in their friends and colleagues, and then those will start following you and your page, your company page. As of now, I am like working as an individual and not as a company. But yes, I do have plans some, so that I can can create a agency or some kind of thing, so that I can reach to the more people. I can help more and more people in creating their personal brand.
That's perfect. So we look forward
Yeah,
for that endeavor of yours to be successful. Thank you so
thank
much.
you.
And Sida, we are now open for questions with regards to the topic. So any other insight or comments or question, please feel free to open your mic or put it on chat from our attendees.
I had a question for Siddharth.
Sure.
Um, Siddhant, like there is a lot of content floating around. So how do you ensure that yours gets a maximum, kind of hits, or it reaches the target audience, so to say?
Yes. So I usually create the content related to the current things, like whatever is in trending, because because people always look for the trending things. So somewhere they whether go to the news portals, or they come to the LinkedIn or Insta or social media platforms. So I always focus on the content that relates to the current or trending topics. So definitely it gets the reach, and because people start knowing about that, yeah, this is something that happening in the current. So if I take an example, so there is some there is some flood happening in the Bangalore. So I discussed about like what are the pros and cons of this flood, in which is the issue is happening in the Bangalore. So people are already aware about that, but if they are looking for some more insights or information, so they reach to the post or something, some kind of content that can make them more aware, we can say. Yeah.
Thank you, Siddhant.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you so much. And okay, any other attendees or panelists would like to ask? Okay, I guess that concludes the day. Wow, thank you so much. And just a minute before the time breaks. Really appreciate your time, Siddhant, and the experience that you shared with us regarding the topic. And also, Shilpa, thank you so much for granting us your time and energy today, and also the experience that you are having. So, from those who are watching right now, you may not be in live, but you can review this session through our YouTube channel. Let us talk it. So you can definitely reach out to the wonderful speakers that we have today, and if you wish to do collaborations with them, their contact informations are flashed, and also you can get in touch with the Let Us Talk It team. And we appreciate your time, and we hope that you still join us next Wednesday, the same time of the day. So that's 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. That's Eastern Standard Time, and that's 9:30 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. India Standard Time. So this concludes for today. Thank you so much, speakers, and thank you so much for those who joined in for this Zipinar today. And we look forward to see you again next Wednesday. Thank you so much, everyone, and we will now close, and be safe as always.
Thank you, Phil. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.